How's it going, everybody? It's your favorite podcaster here, Josh Sun, aka Jackie July, aka Jackie Squats, aka MC Papa Pajama, because you know we're staying cozy out here. But yeah, man, I just wanted to tune in with y'all. You know, today I've been thinking about transitions. I've been transitioning a lot this year in my life. You know, got out of a relationship last fall, and at the same time my roommate moved out last fall, so you know I had the winter to kind of transition and reconnect with myself and who I am. It was a good thing. It was a good thing for sure to be able to do that. Definitely, it was a powerful time when you got all these important folks in your life, and then, you know, they're not there, or they're not there as much anymore. It can feel like you got a vacuum in your life, a vacuum of energy, and you know you got to find a way to fill that. And I think I did I think I was transitioning pretty gracefully, but I was also grateful for the opportunity to be able to do that and to have some space to figure out who I am. And yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And this year I've been kind of backing away from farming. I've been farming for about 8 years now. This is my 8th year. Or shucks, this might be my 9th year. But I'm kind of backing away from it this year. So we'll say I've farmed for 8 years, and it's almost a decade, man. It's a long time to be doing something. I had some little blips here and there where I wasn't doing it in the fall and the winter, but every summer I'd find myself back out there in the fields, which I love, man. I think not enough people connect with them fields. You know, that's where all your food comes from, is outside, and a lot of us spending all our time inside. So I think it's good to get out there and, you know, see where it's coming from. That stuff that's, you know, keeping us alive, and getting your hands in the dirt is a great thing to do. But farming takes a lot of energy, for sure. You're making a lot of energy, you know, by producing food, but you're also spending a lot of energy. And I'm passionate about a lot of things, so it was hard to focus or put time and energy into those things, those other things that I was passionate about while I was farming. Because I would get home from a long day of farming and, you know, be tired. I'd be tired, real tired. But, you know, feeling satisfied, but kind of sleepy. And when you got other stuff you want to do, you can't be too sleepy. You know, I like making music, and I'm trying to provide some wellness services to the people. So I've decided to transition away from farming. I still found myself at some farms this year. I don't think I'll ever really get away from it, because, you know, I like contributing to providing people with good food and providing myself with good food. I think it's a great thing to do and be involved with. So I think I'll always be farming a little bit, some capacity. But I've had to pull back so I can move forward with my music. I'm trying to you know, share some bars with the world. You know, I've been rapping. I've been making rap songs for about 10 years. It's even longer than I've been farming. It's always kind of, you know, been on the back burner a bit. So I'm trying to put it on the front burner, because while I've been making a lot of good food for meals farming. I've been making some heck of good soul food with my music that I now feel like I'm getting ready to share with the world. So I'm trying to put some more energy into that, do some live shows. But I also, dream of starting a wellness center and putting on wellness based retreats and traveling around and holding space for people to connect with themselves and find out how they can deal with all the crazy things going on in life. Life ain't nothing easy, man, I'll tell you that. I think you already know that. But there's a lot of tools out here that we can be using that makes it a bit easier. From friends to sharing gratitude to, writing what you're even trying to do in a journal. You even know what you want to do, try to write it down. First step to getting what you want is knowing what you want. Oh Lord, I'm getting fired upon here. I'm playing some Battlefield. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm trying to step into some of these other things and create the space for them to be able to come to life even more. I've been hosting cacao ceremonies, and I've been doing a few DIY shows. I talked to y'all about Buddy Fest already. I'm putting on a little micro festival at the property I grew up at, and I'm real excited about that. It's kind of a stepping stone or a little baby version of what I ultimately want to be doing, putting on healing space for people. I just got booted from the game. I don't know what's going on. But putting on, holding healing space for people, because I think a lot of people are lonely, man. We're not connecting with ourselves. We're not connecting with no higher power. We're kind of just going along, going through the motions, and we're kind of bound to some job to pay our bills, but that might not be feeding our spirits like we got when we were little kids. When we were youthful, man, things were exciting. Things were cool, man. We just got to explore. We got to run around and get fired up by, a butterfly landing on a flower. When's the last time you got fired up by a butterfly landing on a flower, But these are things we can cultivate, this level of intrigue and curiosity and excitement about, the little things. I think as we get older, we learn that life's all about the little things. We like to zoom out, look at the big picture, but, what are you doing on a Tuesday at 11 a.m.? Forget about Friday night. What are you doing on Tuesday? So I like to give people, a space to explore that and just help them live a life that they love. It's really what it is, man. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do, but I see people out there not loving the life that they're living, and I wanna, I love life, man. I love life, and I ain't trying to say that, oh Lord, getting shot at over here. I'm trying to say, I'm better than no one, but I'm just saying, I think there's a way we can live where we're loving our lives, and I want to see more people, doing that. Because it's sad, seeing people, even especially kind of people, they got all the material things they need and more, man. They got money in the bank and their savings, and they're still, upset on Tuesday at 11 a.m. They're still just, I think sometimes we can get stuck in a world of problems. We're always solving problems, the to-do list sometimes never ends, and there's always things to improve, and that's fine. I think we should be doing that, but we don't got to be stressing. What's that quote? There's that quote, y'all heard it, I know it, something about nature never rushes, but it accomplishes everything. So maybe we can slow down a little bit and keep moving forward and improving, but not in a way that we feel like we're lacking, unless we get all that. You can be happy where you're at and want to keep moving forward. And that's what I'm trying to inspire and bring about in people's lives. So yeah, I'm in a phase of transitioning into holding that space more, because while I love farming, I'm not connecting with people enough through that for to fulfill my dreams. So I'm transitioning. I'm really glad I spent all the time I did farming, and like I said, I'll always be doing it some capacity. I think when I start my own wellness center, we'll have farms, or we'll have gardens out there to feed the people who come out to the retreats and who come out and stay there. And we'll be educating people about farming. And I did just get a new little gig this spring, actually. That's kind of along the vein of that. It's a nonprofit farm that I'm helping out at, and it's real cool because I'm just helping a little bit. They got a core team of some other folks. It's only like 3 of them, and I'm the 4th. And they're serving 245. How you say that? 245,000 pounds of food to people in need. And I live outside of DC, so this is folks in the DC metro area they're serving. But there's a lot of people in need of food, a lot of food scarcity, or not food scarcity, but not enough money to get it, which is another crazy thing to me, man. We got the food, people just can't afford it. That's a whole other topic, though. But yeah, that's been cool. Today I was out there, and the farm is really, like I said, it's only 4. I'm the 4th person, and I'm only there part-time. They got food banks picking up food every day there, so they're going at it. But it's mostly powered by volunteers. They get different schools come out for a field trip. They got corporate groups coming out, and then they just got people wanting to sign up and help out, which is a beautiful thing. And I highly recommend, if you ever got a farm near you, most farms need more help. So I'd search like a CSA farm. Maybe you could search a nonprofit farm near you. But search that, or a CSA farm, or whatever you're into. If you're, I'd start there though, and see if they need some help. I think it's a good thing to connect, but it's cool getting to talk to people who've never been on a farm before, about some of the practices that make it sustainable so you can, keep growing year after year. And just talking to people about vegetables, man. I love vegetables. I talked about this before, but I'm off the flesh, man. I'm pure veg and fruit and, some grains here and there, but and legumes, but man, I'm straight. I'm all about that veg, man. That's working real nice for me. I'm really liking it. And I ain't trying to tell no one what to do or nothing, but I'd like to share my experience. It's been a beautiful transition away from the flesh. That's been real nice for me. My meals make me real happy. I feel like I'm eating like a king. I'm eating a lot more diverse than I was when I was eating the flesh, because there's a lot of plants you can eat, man. And I mean, when I say a lot, I mean a lot, man. There's thousands of different plants you could eat, all sorts of fruits and whatnot. But when you're having the flesh, you kind of get limited in your scope of what you're eating. So I like trying different things and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, it's cool working out there and getting to talk to people about farming and regenerative agriculture. Not a lot of people know about, regenerative agriculture and versus, conventional agriculture, which relies heavily on, monocropping, big fields. Monocropping is just when you grow a lot of one plant in a big area. Y'all probably seen cornfields. That's a monocrop field right there. All that corn is, it's all they're growing. So that's one crop, monocrop. But usually to grow food more sustainably, you grow it in smaller plots and you grow with a lot more diversity. Because diversity makes your systems tighter. Or it strengthens the food web, If you got only one crop and you attract disease or a bug that likes that crop, you're going to be in big trouble. But if you're growing all sorts of different plants, you got a whole ecosystem that's kind of helping keep itself in check, having all sorts of bugs and whatnot. And, keeping the soil healthy too, because that's another thing. When you monocrop food, that different plants are taking different nutrients from the soil. So when you're growing a nice diverse crop, all those plants are taking a different amounts of nutrients from the soil. So that helps keep the soil, keeps it full of good nutrients, because you're not just taking all one thing out and you rotate your crops. So one soil will take nitrogen, another one will take more potassium, then you rotate those and it helps to keep it in balance. But yeah, I like being able to educate people on farming, and because that's becoming more and more rare. I said this once and I'll say it again, man. Farming used to be about 90% of the economy. Now it's only a mere 2%. And I really don't think that's right. I think we need more farmers, because the problem with all these, it only being 2% of the economy is, or 2% of the workforce rather, is, we got a lot less people farming on bigger plots, meaning they're using big tractors and they're monocropping and they're using a lot of chemicals. And I get, they got into that, and I ain't blaming them for getting into that. They're just, those folks are just doing what they got to do to get by and make enough money, because the way the system went made it harder for the small farmers to get enough money to make it even worth it to have a small farm. But I think we need to, start thinking about investing in the future, even when you're a consumer, when you're buying food, yeah, organic food at the farm market might be a little bit more expensive than non-organic at the grocery store. But you got to think about, the kids, man, because they're going to be paying for that. They're going to be paying for the destruction of the soil. The future generations, when the soil's depleted, they ain't going to be growing nothing. And I don't know what they're going to eat when they can't grow nothing. So we got to be mindful about that today. So it's an investment in the future. I think we're actually saving money, man. It's like an upfront investment, keeping that soil healthy. And not only keeping it healthy, but making it better than it was. A lot of times, you start on a plot and maybe you got a lot of clay in your soil or a lot of, sand. Maybe it ain't a good ratio of constituents, but when you get that right, we're setting future generations up to be able to grow food easier. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm trying to get a little bit more into the realm of spreading the word on that, getting into education, and you know, I just want to see people healthy, man. That's another thing. It's just our health. Health's gone wild, man. Everybody's sick out there, disease. We act like it's normal for everyone to be getting cancer and Alzheimer's. It's just another case. But man, I don't think it's got to be like that, man. I think we're getting way too sick, way too young. And when we, you know, that's something else I'm thinking of is, you know, we all think we're fine, just, you know, kind of bullshitting in our 20s and our 30s and our, you know, even when we're kids with our health, because, you know, our bodies are crazy machines, man. They're incredible machines, so they tolerate a lot of junk that we're putting in them, but we're paying for that down the road. It's another thing, man. Talk about investing, eating that good food now. You're investing in your future, not only of the soil, but of your health. And eating that good food, you're going to save a lot of bills, and you're going to save a lot of hospital bills eating healthy food today. You know, when you wait till you get sick, man, that's a real bummer when you could have avoided it altogether. And I just hate, you know, I hate seeing folks get Alzheimer's and any kind of disease really in their older age, man. It's sad. I seen it too much. And, you know, from my grandma to other folks' grandparents, and not only the diseases that are erupting in our bodies due to all the constipation from all the junk we're putting up, you know, our veins are getting clogged up, you know, heart disease. That's just constipation, man. It's we're clogging our pipes, and it's killing us, man. I hate to see it. But even before that too, before we get into the, you know, bodily diseases, we're getting neurological diseases as well. How many people out there got stress and anxiety, man? How many people got bipolar, man? How many people got ADHD? I think I saw some 50% of Americans, 50%. I wouldn't even be surprised if that number was higher at this point. This was a few years ago I seen this, and, you know, we had COVID and all of that making stuff kind of exaggerated in terms of, you know, psychological disorders and loneliness and such. But yeah, man, 50% people on some sort of pharmaceutical drug, and a lot of that is psychological disorders. I think it's you know, pretty commonplace for someone to have stress and anxiety, but man, my belief is that our natural state is bliss, man. I really believe that. So why are we out of our natural state? Probably because we're eating all sorts of unnatural things, and, you know, we're not really thinking about what we're eating affecting our brains. But you are what you eat, man. If you eat Doritos, man, your brain's going to be exploding with flavors that you don't want. See, when your brain's exploding with those flavors, that sounds good in a chip, but what it means in your brain is anxiety, man. You're going to be worrying, and you're going to be feeling not like your best self. So, anyway, I know I'm talking a lot of different things. I just wanted to talk about transitions and hopefully inspire some of y'all to, you know, start transitioning to investing in yourself and your health and your cells, man. The revolution is cellular. And I ain't talking about on your phone. I'm talking about your cells. We need to heal. We need to change what's going on from the inside out. On a physiological level, on a psychological level, on a spiritual level. We need to connect with our food. We need to connect with what we're consuming. I just want to see people, singing and dancing a little more and not, getting a call from their mom about how she was diagnosed with, X, Y, or Z, man. Heart disease, man. It's one of the top killers. And there's no reason for that. It breaks my heart. But I do believe we have the power within us to, create an internal environment that allows us to thrive and allows us to fulfill our dreams and allows us to have a good time on a Tuesday at 11 a.m., man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Don't forget that, man. Even Monday, maybe even more so Monday, man. How you feeling at Monday, 9 a.m.? That's an important question, man. If that's all wrong for you, I don't know. Just think about that. Because, I like to say every day's Infinity Day, man. The calendar's just, a bunch of words we done made up. It's really all, every day's another day. And, we made this system about each day having a different tone, which I get if you're talking about the seasons, but week to week, day to day, every day is another day. And I don't think we ought to be waiting till Friday, Saturday, Sunday to be enjoying ourselves. I think we should be enjoying ourselves. And you hear what I'm saying there? Cells, man. Enjoy your cells. Your cells are what make up yourself, and there's millions of them in your body vibrating. And when you're eating all the junk, they ain't vibrating all right, so you're not wanting to feel them, and they feel kind of heavy, and you feel bad being in yourself. But there's a way, man. There's a way to love feeling yourselves and just feeling a buzz just from being alive, just taking a breath. I think it's a pretty magical thing. Being alive, my mind stays pretty blown being alive. It's pretty crazy to me. But I think we're too doped up from Doritos and, Fanta. And, I get it. I like that stuff. I did. But now I just know it ain't worth it, man. There's other ways. There's other, you can eat delicious stuff without making yourself sick, man. There's these chips, I'll put y'all on the pro tip that my buddy put me on to, my buddy Charlotte. I'm actually going to have her on this podcast. She put me on this, they're called Mi Niña chips, man. They're not even in the chip section at the grocery store. And not every grocery store has them, but they're out there a good bit. But they're called Mi Niña. And they got jalapeno agave. They got pico de gallo. And they basically taste exactly like Doritos, if not even better. And they're just made of simple whole ingredients. Next time you get some, even if you ain't be getting Doritos, just look at the ingredients, man. Look at the ingredients. I hate to be that guy, saying to look at the ingredients, but dang, we really ought to. And you ain't got to do it all the time. Check it out a couple times just to get the gist, man. You probably don't know 70% of what's in there. If you don't know 70% of what you're eating, I don't think you should be eating that, man. But Mi Niña chips, they probably got about 10 ingredients, and they're all just, spices and corn, and real simple. So that's a little pro tip for food. I think I'm going to do another episode about more advice and tips for tasty food. Basically a talk on grocery shopping, for cheap, but getting the good stuff. Because I like to buy organic. I like to buy simple. And, I'm not saying you got to change your whole life at once. I'm just saying there's other ways to live. We ain't got to be bound we ain't got to be bound to this cycle of suffering. And I know this episode was a little heavier. I normally like to, keep it silly, but sometimes you gotta walk through the fog to get to the light. And I really just want to show y'all the light. And I want y'all to have a good time at Monday at 9 a.m. So yeah, man, I think that's about it for me today. I hope y'all picked up something that you can help you transition with, and if you got any questions or something about something, man, shoot me a message. I'm just a guy, and I'm here to talk, and I'm here to see you thrive, man. I'm doing this because I love people, man, and I'm trying to work with y'all and hang out with y'all more, and do a little dance, sing a little song with y'all. And yeah, that's it for me for now. I hope y'all have a great day, great evening. It's a nice Saturday for me. I got done work a little while ago, and I just wanted to tune in. I was inspired from working with people out in the fields that have never been farming, and every day's a new day. You can always do something new. I think it's cool when people are willing to do something new. So I was inspired by those folks who came out today, and they ain't never farmed a day in their life, and sure thing, they were out there and they were, soaking it up. And I heard them say it was so refreshing being out in them fields. And I'll tell you, it is. Go find yourself a local farm and give them a hand, see what's going on. And yeah, man, much love to y'all. Stay healthy, stay vibing, and just don't worry about it too much, man. It's everything's gonna be all right, no matter where you're at, where you're going. So keep transitioning toward making tomorrow better, because why not? Today's pretty good. I had a good day, but why not even try to make it better tomorrow? All right, y'all, peace out.
Buddy, your bread. Open my heart, gotta cash my checks. Make a new wave like splish, splish, splash. Make a new waves like no more to do it. I need this tune right in the new air. New name, same thing. Equals, say factors in your mind.